Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Hermitcraft Season 6. I just said morning to Grian, and he didn't respond. But guys, look at this. If my math is correct, I think we have done it. I have been mining a little bit in between episodes. I gotta show you guys something. I did some caving in the new area and I got 35 diamonds. This is like the most... Oh, now he said morning. Morning. This is like the most amount of diamonds I've ever had on Hermitcraft Season 6. I know it's weird. Like I'm usually getting pretty rich pretty quickly on these in these seasons, but it's been tough this season. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, but this is definitely enough. Okay, so we need 36. Wait, can I math? Is that 16 plus 21? No, it can't be. 15? I think it's 15 plus 21. That's 36. Plus the 2 blocks, stacks of iron. And we still have some gold to spare, which is great. I think, actually, we deserve to eat something special today to celebrate. Okay, boom. Yes, the golden carry, our very first real food. Ooh, and I unlocked new recipes. Our very first real food produced locally by Tony. Presented to you by Tony's Carrots. Oh, it would be amazing if someone would do an ad about that. I think, is this another block there? Did I miss that? Boom, boom, boom. Nice. Any block of gold that I can save. But yeah, the plan today is to set up the super mine to begin with. I'm gonna eat this last piece of bread that I have for some reason. Set up the super mine to begin with. So I'm gonna fly back to the new quarry site. And I haven't yet seen your comments. I should be saying that because of my apartment, my apartment's actually getting a renovation. And it's gonna be shut down for 10 days. So unfortunately during this time, I think when this video goes out, I may have done some more stuff in my base because I'm planning on doing some live streams from now to then. This is actually recorded like 6 days before you see it. But this means that I can't react to your comments, but please keep them coming because I do always read the comments. I do always love reading your comments and taking a lot of your ideas and using them. You guys are amazing with providing ideas. So thank you so much for that. And just look at it. Just look at it. I'm so happy with this. It's so good. I mean, it's not really that much yet, but it feels really good. Okay, did I have an ender chest here? I do. So I think the very first thing we need to do is, and I do need an ingot, so I guess we'll have to use gold for that. But the very first thing I want to do is to set up this beacon, and I did dig down to bedrock. I think one thing that's going to be a little bit tricky here, actually, because I don't think I want to have a beacon beam in the very center of this. So one thing that's going to be a little bit tricky is digging up a beacon beam through all the mountains. But we want to make sure... north is back to the hermit lands. So ideally we want to make sure to have our mine to the south. That way, when we extend the mine, it will always be newly generated chunks with the correct diamond amounts and all that stuff. So... yeah, I want to go south with this. I did dig down, like I said, to bedrock right here. Did I actually get down to bedrock? Maybe I didn't. There was so many caves, and yeah, this is where I've been caving in between episodes, having my mining sessions. Okay, I did dig down, so I had a strip mine. Why does it always feel like when you put up a beacon, you've counted out the blocks, you've done the math, it always feels to me like I don't have enough blocks? Do I? Yeah, I think I do. Oh, wow, that looks weird. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that we have just created our very first Hermitcraft Season 6 fully powered beacon. Well, okay, so there are a few more things I have to do. I have to dig up, obviously. But the beacon is there, and that's feeling really good. Skylight! Wow, I got lucky here. There was not a single cave when I dug up where, you know, like I said, there was a lot of caves where the ladder was. So I got very lucky. Okay, beacon, do your thing. There we go. Baconator, bring home the beacon. Oh, baby. Okay, Haze 2. Wow, the sound effects. Oh, how I missed this. Oh, I missed this so much. Yes. We're insta-mining, ladies and gentlemen. We are insta-mining. Okay, so the very first task is going to be to create this mega shaft. I think I've said that 500 times now, but I said it again. And I just want to measure something out here. It's not important to me that it's exactly in the center of this quarry lake that once was a quarry lake, but it is important that we do have a 5x5 shaft at the very top here. So if I do something like this, oh, it's so nice to insta-mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And then 3, 4, 5. That lines up. Okay, so how would that look being the mega shaft? I'm sorry. Yes. I think that will be good. I think that will be good. On second thought, I'm going to widen this. I went down a couple of blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. Didn't actually measure it, but it happened to be 5. And now we're going to widen it. And this may sound weird, and it may be super weird. But I think it's going to turn out good. I think it's going to turn out great, actually. So yeah, now it's a 7x7. And maybe I'll widen it a little bit more, a few blocks down. Alright, I am nearly finished. I think this is the final layer. And yes, there are blocks everywhere. There are blocks absolutely everywhere. Oh. Problem is I'm gonna need... Oh, I actually need the ladders. I hate it when you do that. Yeah, problem is I'm gonna need a lot of these blocks. But I just realized that now that we have a beacon... I think I can get rid of this, actually. Now that we have a beacon... Stone and normal material is just going to be so much easier to obtain, which is fantastic. But yeah, take a look at that. I may want to extend this one more layer as I look at it. It's kind of like a corn-shaped or pyramid-shaped weird thing of doom right now. And I don't know if this is going to look good, what I'm planning here, but hopefully it will. Okay, so I managed to build myself some kind of mini-game, ladder game here, where I can get up. A really weird way to climb up here, but it works. So the very first thing we're gonna try out here is I want to have a lot of wood in this build. It is by no means finished like this, by the way. It's not just gonna be a big hole with no love. So let's put down some oak. And I guess... No, I guess we're fine like this. Yeah, let's put down some oak logs. Again, I think I said this last time. I just feel that oak is such a legacy classic Minecraft block, and it just goes so well with these types of builds. And maybe that is because of like your experiences with the game in the past where there was only oak. I bet you a lot of you guys didn't actually play Minecraft back then, but that's how it was once. So we'll do that, and we kind of want to, I guess I messed this up a little bit because we want to make sure that it looks like this stuff is holding. Like this is the barrier holding up the aboves. The aboves. And it may actually make more sense if it would be the other way around. So bigger in the start and get smaller and smaller. But I think this is going to look a lot more epic if I get it to work. Now, this has been dug out and put back together as a mine shaft, right? This is a mine shaft. So I'm definitely going to want to replace most of this smooth stone for cobblestone. Maybe not up here though. Maybe up here it's still a man-made structure where they actually cared for adding wood to the place. So let's get some spruce. Okay, so if I have a spruce background here, that looks pretty good immediately. Even though it's on the same layer. I may want to actually dig out another layer. It's not the end of the world. We do have a beacon, and I don't really mind mining stone and stuff. So let's just take a look at how it would look if we were to go with more depth here and put the spruce layer here. I bet you this is going to look better. I bet you this is going to look better. Like that. Yes, that looks better. And I also brought some oak fences as sort of the barrier supports. And if we have it like this, that would absolutely work. Okay, well, from down here, I gotta say, it looks pretty mentally weird. It's like some kind of hypnotic thing. Okay, obviously there's too much cobblestone. There's not enough variety. And I just noticed as well that there's supposed to be oak logs coming down here. So that's going to help. You can see the second layer, how it's supposed to be. But I think this freaks me out, by the way. The sound, it freaks me out. But I think we're on our way to mad createness to mad awesomeness. I went and I demolished a dark oak forest nearby, and I should really be getting some spruce to do this, because I really think that I at least want to try. What the? It's like a silo. I really want to try to use some dark oak fence eye. I think it's gonna look fantastic, or I think it's gonna look better than the oak anyway. Did I have any more oak, or am I completely out? I think I'm completely out of oak. Oh, I have 21. That's not gonna cut it. I think also I may have to go to Rendog's shop, even though it is super expensive. I may have to spend all my diamonds buying more wood. But anyway, how do I do this? Oh my goodness, this is gonna be... It's not going to be a good, easy thing to do, is it? So let's see what happens if we do this. And I'm not particularly interested in making it perfect. I do like the fact that there are holes in places, and removing a block, for example, putting a stair block there instead, can be very beneficial because it doesn't connect in the back. So when you have a large amount of that, it creates a different texture, which I think is really important. But that immediately makes it better. Is it better than the oak though? It's not necessarily a lot better, but I do like the darker color quite a bit. Ah, crap. Right, let's have a look at this. I just dug out the wrong block. Okay, from down here I do not love it. I do not love it at all. I think it looks really weird. I'm sorry to say this. I did really try with another... Where's this pillar? There. I did really try this time with another oak, or with another wood type, but spruce is just so dominant in everything in this game, and it keeps being the best. And then when you think it's not, it just redeems itself, and it is. That's better. That is better. What if then... And I know I'm going back and forth with this, and maybe this is not your cup of tea, but this is important, and we're gonna get it right, okay? What if we would have dark oak up here? Because I do think this dark oak looks fantastic with the spruce background. You know what? The dark oak doesn't do it there either. It actually doesn't do it there either. Wow. This shop is awesome. The new... like Apple Store, the only problem is that the Genius bar is like zombies and creepers, but this is Scar's Apple take. I think it's supposed to be Cherry computers. Cherry care is available upon special request. So he's selling redstone and stuff. Oh, that's awesome. Such a good design. I don't agree with these prices, Ren, but I see that you've already sold stuff, so... Let me just double check. Where's the... You can also... 2 diamonds or 1 gem per stack. Yeah. I did bring myself a shulker box so that I could... fill it up. But look at this. Look at how quick our beautiful diamonds are going. This is crazy prices. Crazy prices. I can't believe I'm doing this. It is crazy to think that this has taken me over 2 hours to do since the last cut. But there's a lot of fence posts. And honestly, it doesn't actually look that great from up here. It just looks like a beautiful mess. I think part of that, though, is because I haven't done the bottom yet. If I do the bottom with a wooden floor or whatever, I think it's gonna look a lot better. Oh, man. I also added a layer of wood up here, and I put this on the floor level. I think that makes it a little bit better. Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. I think that makes it a little bit better. And now I want to go ahead and add a little bit of stone. I think stone and gravel. Guess what, guys? Guess what? This season will forever be remembered for me. Or for me, this season will always remind me of not having gravel. I'm out of gravel again. It's unbelievable. I need to find one of those new biomes that has been popping out in the new Minecraft that I've heard about. Gravel mountain? Is that what it is? Because I know there was gravel beaches before. There is a new gravel biome. Or am I being tricked? I think I'm not being tricked, but anyway, I'm gonna make sure to make this look a little bit better. There are a few things we can do that is super simple, but I think will just bring this together. One of the things is to remove the blocks that are on the same level as the wood, like this here, and change this up slightly. Because it will look so much better if you can see that the wood is placed on top of whatever is here. I really think that little tiny change will make a huge difference. And then I want to make sure that we build the stone up around this a little bit so that it looks kind of like, in places, not everywhere, but kind of like the stone has been shuffled up against it. So the whole idea of this thing is, like, if we think function, if we are building something medieval that was used back in the days to actually mine stuff, the whole reason you have these is, of course, to lift things up, I would assume. Or maybe it's just that you've, like, dug down and, yeah, that's how you got down to the good stuff. So that being said, maybe it would work to have a minecart track on the side of things. I actually think that could... Hello, dude. I heard you. Wow, that scared me, actually. Yeah, I honestly think that wouldn't be too bad. And then have... So this would slope a little bit here and spiral down. And we would have poke holes. Sort of like windows, I guess. I don't know if they need to be... I don't know if you would want to have the holes everywhere, or if you would just have them in different places like this. This would give a lot to the build from above, though, because you would be able to see some of these walkways or pathways or minecart rails or whatever. You know what? I've dug this out now, and whilst it looks very, very messy in places, that's just because there are caves and stuff. I think this idea is really good, because what if, like, we could use this to transport items up, and that could actually create functionality. Because I gotta be honest, like, I'd rather transport items in minecart chests from a mine shaft than do it with an elevator. Even though, you know, an elevator is much better and more efficient, it simply doesn't have that character of a minecart with a chest. And yeah, look at how there are now light sources. Come on, man. Look at how there are now light sources. Yep. Oh, stupid knockback, man. Can I? Yes, got him. For some reason, this very feeling here, I really like. This is so much Minecraft for me. Just this corner, for some reason, it's like, hello there. Okay, anyway, I got a path worked out. I made sure to not have a very straight, like, stair pattern down. I made sure to make it uneven and stuff like that. I just think it's gonna make for a better ride with the minecart. And I was thinking maybe we should actually make this entire thing out of wood. But I'm not sure if that's gonna look great. My thought process here, and this is way too dark, by the way. My thought process with making this entire thing out of wood is that the mine rails are wooden with some iron features on them. But now that I see it, it kind of looks like a box of chocolate again. Just mixing up the different wood types isn't always my favorite. But let's keep going, I guess, and see where this ends up. So we would maybe have dark oak mixed in here. We would possibly add a lot of, like, debris and stuff just chilling along the track. There would maybe be some of these things. That may just look bad. We don't have too much workspace is the problem. We could also just go and make some stairs. Let's get rid of some of this crap, though. Yeah, let's try and make some stairs and wrap this thing, maybe, possibly. So, like this. But that is such a classic and kind of almost overdone, boring way of doing rails. I think I like this better. I do think I like this better. Although I'm not super sold on the whole oak in the middle. Now that I've done it all, you know, without thinking. I've done it all the way up. But hey, let's just try to change it. Would oak be better? Here's how we find out. We add some track. And I'm glad I did that, because now I personally think that the spruce is better. Because the oak has a color in the tracks anyway, so we are getting that color. Yeah. You can even mix it, I guess. It doesn't look bad mixing it, but I'm gonna keep it spruce. I'm gonna give you the secret to winning Minecraft. Okay, you ready? Pay attention to details. Here's an example. I'm breaking into the walls. I'm making them more rough. Add a cobblestone layer behind it. Oh, it just does so much. Doc was slain by a phantom. I think he's died 4 times now. Anyway, guys, check this out. I am very happy with this. Got a ladder here. This has to change. This is something we have to work out. An entrance, as always. But the idea would be that over here, we'd create some kind of station. Maybe a little bit of a storage room. Or maybe just a station that brings the stuff up to the surface. We have our minecart rail without the minecart. And I have finished the whole thing all the way down. And again, pay attention to details when you do stuff like this. I really love the way this just feels rugged and broken down and weird. It's kind of similar to the ghost tracks that we did in Hermitcraft Season 4, but it's also kind of not similar, because this is actually down to a mine shaft, whereas the other mine track was actually part of my base back then. And I used to love that base. Anyway, this is wrong. Pay attention to details, Iskal. So at the moment we go down to here, and then I think the next step of this track would be to add some sort of station over here, and hopefully I've now done this correctly, so that I have not done it correctly. Crap! Oh, I'm an idiot. Well, okay. We'll make that work. We'll make that work. So the mine, the super mines will be this way, right? This is the way we'll be digging. And before we get to digging, oh, and I guess one level down, before we get to dig here properly, we have to have a station. So yeah, you'll stop at a station. Wow, what I'm saying right now doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? But you'll stop at a station. You'll get off, and then you'll go that way to mine. And Phantom slayed Doc once again. How's it going, Doc? I've tried to also light this up in a clever way so that the torches do make sense, although down here it's not done yet. But I really think this came together in a very nice way. I'm very happy with how it's looking. I've spent a lot of wood on this project, as you can see. And I just realized that I've used spruce here and oak here, and I may change that up. But I think it's not too bad, actually. Maybe even mix it up a little bit. But yeah, you will have to let me know what you think. I do have to get some iron now. I do have to get some more wood even, because I'm running very short. I think these are my last supplies once again. And the next time we come back to this project, we will create the little station probably, or do a blacksmith, or work in the overground, or just start the super mines. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. There are so many things that I want to do here. One thing that I'm going to need your guys' help with, though, is please help me work out how are we going to get down here. Is it fair to say that we're going to use a ladder from up here? This doesn't unfortunately line up with this, but we can make that work. It's because this thing is off-centered. But yeah, like, what is going to be the entrance down to the minecart track? I'm really happy with how the whole quarry is coming together. I feel like if we take a quick flight above here, it is surely looking mega. And the fact that it's actually going to be, or already is in a way, a functional quarry is just, yeah, lovely. How many levels did I just lose? No. Oh. I think I had like 60 levels or something. Wow. You know, this is something that I felt a lot lately. You take a lot more fall damage, or it could be server lag as well. Because usually I would be able to land there without an issue, and sometimes I am, and sometimes it just splatter like that. But that was actually perfect. And on that, guys, I think that's gonna do it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and again, a massive thank to all of you for the lovely support for Hermitcraft Season 6. I'm having so much fun, and I just can't thank you guys enough for giving me the opportunity by watching my videos to do this. So if you love the video, hit the like button down below, show me that love in the comments, and if you're new, consider subscribing, and I will see you dudes in the next episode.